comes away with it. Hemingway on the step through into the mid-range. And Wright secures it.
Ball inside, kicking it back outside.
So at this end of the floor, Dan, whether it's by the dribble drive or when Sims gets it on the block, that has opened up some of the kick-out threes, it seems like, for Clemson.
Yes, absolutely.
That one was...
And big potential for the freshman.
And we talk a lot about the youth for Duke, the inexperience, and one of the challenges they're going to have will be first recognizing what defense they're facing and then getting into some sort of...
Duke, 1,089 to be precise, 1,162 counting his days at Army as well. And this team has been a challenging one given all the circumstances that everybody's facing as Joey Baker into the game, misses the three from the corner. But Coach K has been impressed.
Well, Wright recognized he had more on him. James Johnson with the 2 fouls, probably not going to be on Moses Wright. So he just one position and made a shot.
Georgia Tech very fortunate, left Matthew Hurd, a sharpshooter, wide open. He couldn't find the range. And now Alvarado tries to answer, and he does. And just like that, Georgia Tech has cut that 10-point lead.
And an open three. This is good action.
Brakefield, strong drive, nothing doing. Wright with a strong rebound. Is pulled down by Moore. Baker, shot fake for three. Rims out. Goal wire with the putback that somehow doesn't go. And Moses Wright pulls away the defensive rebound.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that Joey Baker's shooting the ball with confidence. He's seeking...
But he slipped inside.
He only had 1 point in the first meeting that we showed you between these two teams, but he took about 4 or 5 charges. He kept taking them in the second half. He had a really big impact on that game, even without scoring.
Boy, that's good hands by Moses Wright. He knocked the ball away and forced Sims another 4 feet from the basket, and he paid for that 4 feet.
Yeah.
That's great defense.
Poked it away, then he got the block. Clemson has a net of 48 right now. So as we look at Georgia Tech's resume, this for them on the road would be a quad 1 victory as things stand right now. Sims got blocked by Moses Wright underneath.
Sims was a little too slow with that move. He had Wright off balance to start.
Consecutive possessions. He just picked up 2 fouls after this block.
He did a nice job recovering there. Sims.
We hit the midway point of the first half. So unusual to see an empty Cameron into him.
Don't let him too far behind the curtain. And, you know, if I were going to nitpick, I would say if we were on your radio show, then they would not have been able to see the dancing. Patrick Tape, the grad transfer from Columbia, is checked in, number 12 for the Blue Devils. He hasn't gotten a lot of run of late. A foul from behind as Wendell Ward tried to pick the pocket of Michael. The Blue Devils have it with goal wire. Chance to cut it to 1 or perhaps tie with a 3. Alvarado right up on Stewart as he catches it. All the way to the bucket. A tough miss for DJ Stewart, and then the foul is called as Alvarado hits the deck.
Playing hard enough, and even though a lot of other coaches said, you know, I don't know if we can win in the ACC with guys like Jose Alvarado. His development over the course of his career at Georgia Tech has turned him into a winner, and they've had a terrific season. He makes a great pass into the corner to Khalid.
Final 4-level crew, so we're expecting a lot of them tonight. Damon Brakefield is checked in for the Blue Devils.
Alvarado, Moses Wright, going to the NCAA tournament is a big deal. And as Joe Lenardi said, with a win, Duke's in. For a Georgia Tech win, they're in. Duke's out.
Jackets haven't been there in 11 years. They, in the first half, on a good note, they almost turned it over.
He can knock down that 16-footer. He has a high unblockable release. He's getting you off the bounce, going both directions and around the rim. He still has not fumbled the ball.
Askew left his feet, turnover. Right.
Wide open three. Georgia Tech now up by 9. Stolen by Wright, and he gets tripped up by Jackson, and Moses Wright slow to get up. But another turnover for Kentucky.
Rev, I'm pretty sure I
the
heard
lead is 15.
That's 2 tough baskets early, and that is a great sign for Georgia Tech. He really struggled offensively against Virginia.
Yeah, he only had 2 points. He's got 4 already. That was an 8-point loss on Wednesday for Georgia Tech to the number 9 team in the country, as Amir Sims had it pried away, and the ball belongs to Georgia Tech.
The ball has to move more to get into those situations. I don't feel like, and part of this is Duke's good defense. Their switching defense has been very good. When you communicate, you switch up, you take an option away. That's been a big part of the lack of offense for Georgia Tech. But the ball has to move a little bit. You create a little bit of rhythm.
Syracuse, the last time he faced Duke, 12 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 assists. One of the most improved players in college basketball the last couple of years, and he's fighting with Matthew Hurt, and it's a tie-up, and Duke has the possession.
You can see his eyes. He's looking him off. He's looking as if he's going to pass and then finishes at the rim. You help, that's going to be a dunk for Moses Wright.
Strong move, more misses, knocked around, and the rebound is corralled by Khalid Moore.
He was a big scorer his first couple of college seasons at VMI, so he is somebody who's capable. That's just not his role on this team.
Tyson's been active on the boards. That one scored it out to Hemingway. Into a lot of
Coach K, how he talked about how these kids come in, they don't really have the bodies that we've seen in years past, where they're physically ready. So many of these guys.
Let's see if they try to go to Sims.
He's been terrific. 23 points. Found Honor, and he's blocked. Moses Wright came to get it.
I think that was actually DeVoe that came over and swatted at that as well.
And Wright for sure gets it this time on Sims.
Playing tennis. You talk about guys who grew up playing soccer. They have good footwork. They know how to use your feet, good balance. But tennis is the same thing. You're on your toes all the time. It's lateral quickness. It's reaction. And Moses Wright has it, as he shows it off right there on the quick jump block. Oh, cute.
I asked Mike yesterday if, with Moses being from Raleigh, if he,
Moved the basketball. DJ Stewart was open in the corner. I like the fact that Matthew Hurt took that shot. He's the best player on the floor for Duke, and he needs to be able to score for this team to win.
The shot fake and moving it, and that is a clean look for Roach. Roach has struggled from 3 of late. He had missed his last 8 coming into the game, and Williams has his shot blocked by Wright.
If you call it out early, when you call it out, you get yourself in position to defend. Duke's just always a step behind.
Stewart into the paint. He has his shot blocked. Wright's going to take it himself and lead the break. Usher. It's hit a couple of them.
I think the game needed a shot to fall, because when one team scores, it seems as if the other picks it up on the offensive end. And the game was getting a little stagnant there outside of the layup from Alvarado.
Goldwire has his shot blocked by Wright. Stewart and get it to go. Another chance for the Blue Devils, but Moore has it knocked away. And here comes Usher.
Doing it all defensively. Georgia Tech guards are wired to score in those situations. Harm's got a dozen now. Good defense and a good battle there from Boston.
And then Sims walled up. Yeah, Moses Wright in the paint. You mentioned the three-point shooting for Clemson. The last 2 games coming in, they've looked off the rim. Sims gave it up. Honor. Now Dawes on the drive, and he's blocked by
Blue
Usher.
Devils down 4 have the ball.
Yeah, Bubba Farm, dangerous scorer, but not a lot of guys like Carly Jones out there that are going to come from Bradford and lead the team in scoring and be the leader on the floor like he is at Louisville.
And it's more than a terrific job by Jamin Brakefield. Trying to get it to Williams. Couldn't handle the pass. Another turnover for the Blue
Seconds against North Dakota State last night. So that it's not like Kentucky right now is getting beat by top 10 teams night after night. It's just there's a lot of question marks for Big Blue Nation right now.
A 3-on-2 leads to a turnover and a Georgia Tech dunk. Jordan Usher flushed it down. Better defense that time from Askew. Get it down to 10 with how many minutes to go to feel like he got a chance?
Well, you got to have a good 59 seconds right here and get to that media timeout.
In the second half, they're 15 of 16 for the game. And here Clemson showing a zone. No, it's man-to-man.
And Wright scores over Bear. Drew the foul as well.
And so far, Duke has struggled with that. They've struggled to contain the basketball.
Alvarado thought about the three. Now Wright goes to work on the freshman, and Moses Wright scores. Points and 6 rebounds in the early going.
Oh, he's a workhorse guy, and you have to push him off the block. And when you're playing against a guy like Moses Wright, you got to play defense early.
Good position inside for Moses Wright. He had 8 rebounds in the first half.
And another turnover for the Wildcats.
Can't keep turning it over. Kentucky 37 turnovers combined in their last 2 losses, and they're tracking a number today again that's hard to win on the road.
Good matchup here. Wright and backing inside. Jump hook. Gets it and the foul. Moses Wright, who's averaging 25.5 points per.
He refers to that time at West Point. He was a cadet as a student and also an assistant coach for Bob Knight there. Many times you talk to Coach, he talks about the lessons learned. He was singing the praises of Moses Wright, saying simply, we asked about 8 conference games since the 95-96 season. That's what they're trying to do tonight.
And so many people go, man, how's that possible? It's a good program. Well, it's the ACC. And look, this is not a normal year for the ACC. You usually have 3 teams in the top 10. Clearly some struggles, especially the teams that are young in this COVID year where you haven't had the team. It's time to establish the dynamics of a normal season.
Kind of like the John Belushi college sweatshirt in Animal House. Like, it's just aptly labeled for Josh Pastner, rocking that all season for Georgia Tech. They're up by 4 here on the road in the first 5 minutes at Clemson. Dan, I know you were looking to key in on this matchup. That was Moses Wright spinning against Amir Sims, and now it's DeVoe on the drive and right on the follow.
Now he's working on Johnson. By him to the basket. Blocked, but Wright gets it back. Moses Wright inside, and we're tied again. Hurd has 15. Inside 2 minutes to play. Here's Khalid Moore. He's hit a couple tonight, and that one's way too long. Wright going up and getting the offensive rebound.
4 more minutes. Yeah, and all he did then was play hard and move and try. He did. He tried. But at this point, his teammates are getting comfortable with him to the point where they can trust him to get that ball. They threw it before he even got into position.
He bothers Moses Wright's shot, but Moses sticks with it as a veteran does, and he puts it
Ability up there with Wendell Moore is to lead a little bit more. Communicate more. Help your young guys out. Teach them a little bit. It's important in college basketball. People don't realize how important it is to have coaches on the floor.
Lowe creates a little room, and Wright cleans it up for the offensive putback. So Tech gets the ball in the jump ball. Alvarado tries it again. Wright's fighting for it inside, and he dunks it home.
And that's where the play is made.
Made another good defensive play against Alvarado on the other.
2 teams in the top half of the ACC for Georgia Tech, searching for a quad 1 win. Clemson trying to build on the Carolina and Cuse wins last week. Here's Alvarado knocking it down, and finally maybe start.
A close game. Georgia Tech fights him off, and now back up to 10 with 10 to play. high screen set leads to an open jump shot and a good shot. 54-42.
Man, and I like the aggressiveness. Usually the aggressor wins, and in this case, Duke going back to what they're really made up of, and that's man-to-man defense.
And also, too, John, I mean, and I know you can test three-point shots even in the zone, but in ACC play, Georgia Tech has been leading the conference
Of being back with you on the air.
Right, we'll leave the singing to Peaches and Herb, though. That's fine. The one-hit wonder that is Jimmy Dykes. Back here, Kentucky 5, Georgia Tech 4. Neither team is shot well. Interior passing, that works well. And what a story Moses Wright has been.
So it's interesting now, Georgia Tech with two guys, Wright and Parham, with 4 personal fouls. Both of them can be fairly aggressive on the offensive end. You don't want to pick up your 5th foul with a charge.
Here's Wright, and he gets the roll over Sims.
North Carolina has a little something more to it. The only difference is Moses Wright can actually do something about it. He's that good.
Big Mark Williams was on the business end of that dunk. Here's who Josh Pastner sends out to start. Jose Alvarado, the senior leader. And right on cue, we get a dunk from Moses Wright. So dunk has us at 2. Better.
I love Kentucky, though, trying to feed Mintz confidence on the flight of the ball. You heard Kentucky's team knock it down, knock it down. Man, that's how you communicate on the offensive end.
Georgia Tech is like this matchup, and Wright, oh, he knocks down a jumper now. He's got 21.
Different guys, tight bench, really tight rotation, usually 7, maybe 8. He's played 8 to 9, I believe. As Moses Wright knocks one down. But it's mostly juniors and seniors, including guys in the league.
Well, if that defense is going to extend out, you've got to capitalize on the size that you have down low. It was a great seal. Maintain your position, get the basketball and finish.
Their last shot. Duke among the first 4 out. Georgia Tech the last 4 in, and pretty tight first half here in Atlanta. Wright for 3. And at the horn, and that'll give the Jackets a lift as they go into the break. Made all 8 of his shots. It's the most made field goals without a miss since Jalen Johnson, the former Blue Devil, hit all 8 in the game against Coppin State. Moses Wright ties it up.
5 from 3. And Alvarado without an assist as well. And now it's Dawes on him. DeVoe sinks that one, and much needed for
that is desired against that zone, the matchup, or even the man. But again, it first starts with identifying what the defense is.
And Jose Alvarado
Just being patient with the basketball, goes baseline, pulls it out, attacks the paint, out for a kick out 3, and that's the in-rhythm high percentage to me.
The house of Usher is Jordan Raines. Short, and Michael DeVoe will bring it into the front court for the Jackets. Usher almost stepped into a 3 and instead drove it in. Now the kick out. Moore lines one up, and he rolls one in, and Georgia Tech has found a little bit of rhythm. Alvarado has 14 of his 23 here in the second half. Here he comes again. The kick out to Wright. Now Alvarado for 3. Buckets. 3 shots. Tell Wendell Moore a moment ago after that charge, go to the bench with 2 fouls. He'll likely stay there for the rest of the half. Good cut by Alvarado. Williams blocked it at the rim, and he was fouled on his way. Double figures. Just the second bucket of the night for the star freshman for the Blue Devils. And a great cut to the basket, and good look as Alvarado.
Defense with a fake, and then Alvarado. Don't jump to the basketball that hard if you're Goldwire. Alvarado. Sometimes they won't pass the ball at all, and they'll take a shot. So if you don't pass the ball, you have a good chance you're not going to turn it over. Other teams, they just don't shoot, so they don't turn the basketball over.
Really good look and an assist from Moses Wright.
And the ESPN app. There's the lob for Wright underneath. Nicely done by the Yellow Jackets.
Moses Wright does a nice job cutting to the top of the key, and then he gets position. It's almost like he's under the basket trying to rebound. He gets position, and this is a really nice job by DeVoe to see that he's got that position. And Nick, And keep in mind, in ACC play, Sims came into this game shooting 26% from beyond the arc.
Yeah, maybe not as well as he had shot it from deep last year. Right over the top of Bear. Look out below. And then Georgia Tech
just turned into a force. As you mentioned in the first half, Mike Krzyzewski thinks he's a legit pro.
And part of that edge is earning it, too.
There he is again. And another dunk for Moses, who's trying to lead him to the promise.
On top. And Olivier Sarr, he and Jackson, two of the guys Coach Cal said we're going to play through if we can, more often than the outside shots. Good bounce pass. Moses Wright on the baseline, flushes it in.
Easy for a defender to pick up the call.
Devoting the paint, too easy. Baseline flush and another one for Wright. Six on the shot clock. Moses Wright, hard to the rack with the left and gets it to go. 15 points in the first half from Moses Wright. Kentucky 5 of 8 from the floor in the second half. Georgia Tech 5 of 11. Wright by Sarr, high off the window and gets it to go. What a play by Moses Wright.